Well, hello there and welcome to Storytime again. Well, we've made it to the second week now of our Advent calendar and Christmas is getting even closer. I wonder if your tree is up yet, whether it's been decorated. What about the houses? Do you have lights around them? I love the lights at Christmas, the pretty twinkling lights. I love the way in which the different colours break up the darkness. It always seems so magical, don't you think? Today we're going to see what happens to Benjamin Bear and when he meets somebody a lot more worse off than he is. So shall we read about that now? This is called The Beggar. On December the 8th, Benjamin opened the next door and saw a beggar. The snowflakes fell even more heavily. It was harder and harder for the little bear to find his way. As he stumbled through the drifts, he came across a man dressed in rags. What a poor man, thought the little bear. He looks so hungry. He held out his sack filled with goodies and offered it to the man. I was going to give this to the child who will be born in Bethlehem, the little bear explained, but I think you need it more. A smile flickered across the man's face. He will have some too, he said, and vanished. How light the little bear's heart suddenly felt. The road to Bethlehem seemed shorter to him, but he didn't know why. Why did the road seem shorter, Mother? Asked Benjamin. Helping the needy can lighten our spirits and fill us with energy, Mother Bear replied. So we're going to go through our Advent calendar window now and see what we're going to add to our nativity scene. Come with me. Well, welcome back to see what's happening in the nativity scene today, the 8th day of December. Shall we have a look? It's a lady serving drinks, pouring water out. Jesus says at one point, when he gets older, that he is the living water, that nobody will be thirsty if they know Jesus. It's nice for us to do things for people, isn't it? To give thirsty people drinks, but also to help those that are kind of in a worse off position than us, or who just need a bit of help. I wonder if you can maybe help your parents out today. Should we pop this person into the scene, this lady into our scene? She's towards the back or the front, depending which way you look at it. She'll be serving drinks to the family, to the visitors, to all those people who have come to see Jesus. What a great job to do. Come back tomorrow and see what the role of the next person is. Sometimes a familiar story can bring us lots of pleasure. I wonder if you have stories that you read over and over again. I know that I do. And funnily enough, the story always excites me, even though I know exactly what's going to happen. Tonight's story is a familiar story, and I'm sure that you've heard it before, but let's hear a slightly different version with a bit of a Christmas theme. This is Three Little Christmas Pigs. One day, Mother Pig said to her three piglets, My dear children, I have fed you till you're big and strong. Now it's time for you to go and build your own houses. I shall come and visit you at Christmas." The three little pigs immediately said yes, kissed their mother, and went happily out into the world. When they came to a field, the first little pig said, "I shall make a house of straw. It won't take long, and then I can start eating and playing again." And so he gathered together a heap of straw and hung a cloth over the doorway. That should do it, he reckoned. Then he lay down on the ground inside and went to sleep. The second little pig said, "I shall make a house of sticks. That's quick and easy, and then I can go and play again." And so he piled up a few sticks and branches and leaned a board over the doorway. After that, he made himself a bed of dry leaves, lay down, and went to sleep. The third little pig looked around for a while, and then he said, "I shall make a house of bricks with thick walls and a strong door. That will mean a lot of work, and I won't be able to play for quite some time. But afterwards I shall have a nice home." And so the little pig brought lots of bricks and boards and tools and spent the whole day sawing and hammering and bricklaying. Later that evening he entered his new house, locked the door, clunk, clunk, behind him, and snuggled up happily on his nice big bed. In the middle of the night, the wolf came padding through the forest. He was hungry, and he sniffed here, and he snuffled there, snuffle, snuffle, and he let out a greedy growl. I smell tasty piglet." A moment later he stood before the straw house and shouted, "Hello, little pig, please let me in. I'm ever so hungry and ever so thin." The little pig woke up with his heart thumping wildly, and in terror he squealed, "No, big bad wolfie, no, no, no. Go away, wolfie, go, go, go." "In that case," the wolf growled angrily, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." Then he huffed and he puffed and he blew, fuffed, fuffed, till the whole house of straw collapsed. But when he looked for the little pig, there was no one there. The piglet had quietly slipped out of the back and gone running off to his brother's house. But the big bad wolf found his tracks, and soon he was standing outside the house of sticks, where he growled in a deep voice, "Hello, little pig, please let me in. I'm ever so hungry and ever so thin." The two little pigs clung to each other and squealed in terror, "No, big bad wolfie, no, no, no. Go away, wolfie, go, go, go." "In that case," the wolf growled even more angrily, "I'll puff and I'll pull and I'll push your house down." Then he puffed, he pulled, till the house of sticks looked like a pile of old bristles. But when he looked for the two little pigs, there was no one there. They'd managed to escape and had run away to their brother's house. But the big bad wolf followed them till he reached the house of bricks, and with his tummy rumbling almost as loudly as his voice, he growled, "Hello, little pig, please let me in. I'm ever so hungry and ever so thin." The little pig put his trotters around his trembling brothers and said very calmly, "No, no, away you go." "Just you wait," snarled the wolf. "I'll puff and I'll push and I'll shake your house down." Then he puffed, and he pulled, and he shook, shake, shake. But the solid house of bricks didn't move an inch. The big bad wolf became angrier and angrier, and he wanted to puff, pull, and push and shake even harder. So he took a deep breath, and an even deeper breath, and suddenly he realised he had no breath left. And no matter how hard he blew, he couldn't blow the house down. He turned around and padded away, finally having given up. When the three little pigs saw that, they danced with joy, singing, "Nothing more to dread, the wolf has gone to bed." Then they slept happily and safely in the lovely brick house of the third little pig. The next morning, the first and the second little pigs built two new houses right next door. Not of straw, not of sticks, but of good solid bricks, and with a thick door at the front. And when Mother Pig came to visit them over Christmas, she thought their three piglet houses were so nice that she stayed there forevermore. I do feel a little sorry for the wolf in the story, and I hope that he found something to eat that wasn't the little pigs. Those brick houses are strong, and of course no one makes a house out of straw, although they do sometimes make them out of wood. I hope that you're nicely warm and wrapped up inside your strong brick houses, and that the wind isn't whistling around them too much. Sleep tight, and we look forward to another story time tomorrow. Good night.